COVID. And so the eDNA is just collecting DNA from the environment. And then there's all these things that I can share this with you. It can be from any environment and answer any of these questions from that type of environment. And then just to give you guys some examples of stuff we're doing in the lab. So we have, with Gary, with some partners, we're doing some monthly monitoring of nearshore reef fish species off the Big Island, seasonal monitoring of stream and estuary species in Maui. So that big discussion of diverted stream water in Maui that's happening right now from the Baldwin Group, where we're looking at, can we detect the differences between diverted streams and non-diverted water streams to see like if the species communities are changing. And then similar question in Pearl Harbor. So they're doing some removal of mangroves and invasive grasses from Honolulu Stream. And we want to see, are native species starting to recolonize these areas? Some of the diet studies. So I have a student doing meta-barcoding. So looking at OPA diets. So if fish eat or birds. So we have a student graduated who's looking at Christmas shearwater diets. And then Mark, who is now in Florida, looking at native versus invasive fish diets. So how are invasive species impacting communities? And as because fish digest a lot of that stuff, sometimes you can see the little fish in their guts, or little crustaceans or algae, the limu in their guts, but sometimes it's hard to identify them, and DNA can help you do that.
Oh, cool.
So those are just some of the questions that we're going. I'm going to skip the eDNA approach and then just jump to our next spot. So the last part is, this is like what you get. You get a bunch of sequences, genetic sequences, and as we were saying, as Tyson kind of pointed out, this is meaningless without deciphering that code. And so here's you go into the DNA code, you just have all those letters, and you have to, at the end of getting all of your DNA, extracting, amplifying, you have to match it to a database. And so like for this freshwater stream data, we would need samples of each of the oopu and then match it to that. And that's what
cool these guys
that's what solves the genetic mystery. That's what decodes what this DNA matches, what we're seeing in the environment.